Lost in Stars. Remix full bass every day. Subscribe now.
I've been cataloging the evidence carefully, counting the hours until I see you again. The way a conversation with you changes the room, leaves it larger than it was before you came. I've been calling it by every name except the accurate one, dressing it in friendship's clothes and hoping it would fit. But the fit has been off for longer than I'm admitting, and tonight I ran out of the other names. I've run out of explanations that don't lead back to you, the specific way I track the order of your sentences, the way the room recalibrates the moment you walk out of it, and every comfortable name I gave. This thing doesn't hold the weight. I stayed inside the familiar because familiar felt like safety. I told myself the feeling was the kind that fades with time, and then I stopped believing in the time and in the fading more than this. And I have no more other names for it. I watched you with the people you talk easily to, and measured the discomfort in myself at watching. And the discomfort arrived with the name I've been refusing, that I've arrived at finally, without permission. I've been calling it by every name except the accurate one. And then I stopped believing in the time and in the fading. The room recalibrates the moment you walk out of it, and every comfortable name I gave. This thing doesn't hold. I stayed inside the familiar because familiar felt like safety more than this. And I have no more other names for it. It happened in the middle of an ordinary week, between one conversation and the one before. I looked at you and something shifted in the looking, and I couldn't find my way back to before. Not dramatic, just a quiet rearranging of every room that has you standing in it. Not a choice I made, it just arrived, and now I can't undo the seeing. Different now, the same person, completely different. Different now, and how you fill the space between us. Different now, and I don't know when it happened. Different now, and I can't find the before. Different now, you. I've been checking if Tuesday still means Tuesday, if the coffee tastes the same, if ordinary holds and ordinary holds, but you're inside it differently, and the difference is the kind that doesn't undo. Not dramatic, just a quiet rearranging. Not a choice I made, it just arrived. Different now, the same person, completely different. Different now, and how you fill the space between us. Different now, and I don't know when it happened. Different now, and I can't find the before. Different now, you. Something changed inside the most familiar. Something landed between the ordinary moments, and the before exists, but I can't live there. The seeing changed, and seeing is the whole thing. Different now, and I'll stop looking for the undo. Different now, in the best and most complicated way. Different now, you are the new shape of every room. Different now, and there's no returning to before. Different now, always. Different now, and I'll stop looking for the undo. Different now, in the best and most complicated way. Different now, you are the new shape of every room. Different now, and there's no returning to before. Different now, always. Something changed inside the most familiar. Something landed between the ordinary moments, and the before exists, but I can't live there. The seeing changed, and seeing is the whole Different now, and I stop looking for the undo. Different now, in the best and most complicated before ended without asking, and the after had a different kind of light. Not looking for this, and it found me anyway. Not ready for the weight of the new seeing. Not sure what to do with what I'm carrying, but I can't put the seeing back inside the blind. I see you now, not the way I looked before. I see you now with a detail that changes everything. I see you now, and I can't find the way back to the previous side. I see you now, and everything you do has weight. I see you now completely. I've been looking for a way to unsee clearly, for the version where the ordinary stays ordinary, but ordinary packed its things and left without a warning, and left this in its place, clear and impossible. Not looking for this, and it found me anyway, but I can't put the seeing back inside the blind. I see you now, not the way I looked before. I see you now with the detail that changes everything. I see you now, and I can't find the way back to the previous side. I see you now, and everything you do has weight. I see you now completely. The before was simpler, I won't pretend otherwise. The after holds a kind of beautiful I wasn't ready for, and I carry both the simpler and the complicated, and the carrying is the proof of what I feel. Is the proof of what I feel. I see you now, and now it's permanent. I see you now, in the version with no going back. I see you now, and the seeing changes everything it touches. I see you now, I see you now, and I've stopped trying not to. I see you now. The before was simpler, I won't pretend otherwise. The after holds a kind of beautiful I wasn't ready for, and I carry both the simpler and the complicated, and the carrying is the proof of what I feel. calculating what the asking cost against what silence keeps. And every time I run the calculation to its end, the number in the loss column is too large. 'Cause what we have is a specific kind of architecture, built on years of trusting and of being trusted. And a single sentence has the weight to change the structure. Before I'd even finish saying it, I've watched this conversation play inside my head from every angle. Practice the beginning and the middle, and the three possible endings. And every version has a version where you pause before the answer, and the pause stretches longer than a yes would need to be. And in the space between the pause and whatever follows it, the friendship lives inside its final ordinary week. And ordinary weeks with you are the whole of what I wanna keep. Too much to lose, and silence is the price I pay for keeping. I've sat with people who said the thing and lost the friendship, and people who stayed quiet and still have what they had. And both of them carry a specific kind of missing. And I have chosen the version where you're still here, because what we have is a specific kind of architecture. And a single sentence has the weight to change the structure. Every version of the ending has a version where you pause, and the pause stretches longer than a yes would need to be. The friendship lives inside its final ordinary week. Too much to lose, and silence is the price I pay for keeping. Too much to lose is not a small accounting, it's the whole inventory of what we've built together. And the inventory is the reason for the quiet, and the quiet is the proof for what I have. The pause between the asking and the answer is the whole thing. The ordinary week we'd lose inside that pause. The years of what we built before I had a name for this. Too much to lose, and I am choosing what I have. Too much to lose, too much to lose. It's not a small accounting, it's the whole inventory of what we've built together. And the inventory is the reason for the quiet, and the quiet is the proof of what I have. The pause between the asking and the answer is the whole thing. The ordinary week we lose inside that pause. The years of what we built before I had a name for this. Too much to lose, and I am choosing what I have. Too much to lose, too much to lose. It's not a small accounting, it's the whole inventory of what we've built together. And the inventory is the reason for the quiet, and the quiet is the proof of what I have. than they are worth. And the thing I'm keeping falls inside the first category, the one that earns the silence by the keeping. Not a passive silence, an act of choosing, not giving up, a very specific decision. The choosing of the whole over the single part, the friendship over the sentence that would end it. What I keep is this, intact exactly as it is. What I keep lies between every word I say to you. What I keep is worth more than the risk of losing. What I keep is you in the version I can't have. What I keep in silence, safe. I've made the calculation and I've made the peace with it. Not every love requires a door to open into. Some love is the hallway, warm and close and permanent. And the hallway is where you and I have always lived. Not a passive silence, an act of choosing, the choosing of the whole over the single part. What I keep is this, intact exactly as it is. What I keep lies between every word I say to you. What I keep is worth more than the risk of losing. What I keep is you in the version I can't have. What I keep in silence, safe. Keeping is not losing, I need to be clear about that. Keeping is the act of choosing. What I have and what I have is every ordinary Tuesday with the person that I love, who doesn't know I love them, 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 who doesn't know I love them, 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 them. What I keep. What I keep, and it is not the smaller thing. What I keep is the whole of what we built together. What I keep is every version of you I get to have. What I keep is worth the silence and the cost. What I keep is you. What I keep, and it is not the smaller thing. What I keep is the whole of what we built together. What I keep is every version of you I get to have. What I keep is worth the silence and the cost. What I keep is you. Keeping is not losing, I need to be clear about that. Keeping is the act of choosing. What I have and what I have is every ordinary Tuesday. The person that I love, who doesn't know I love them, 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 them. What I keep, and it is not the smaller thing. What I keep is the whole of what we built together. What I keep is every version of you I get to have. What I keep is worth the silence and the cost. What I keep is you. Keeping is not losing, I need to be clear about that. Keeping is the act of choosing. What I have and what I have is every ordinary Tuesday with the person that I love, who doesn't know I love them. What I keep, and it is not the smaller thing. What I keep is the whole of what we built together. What I keep is every version of you I get to have. What I keep is worth the silence and the cost. What I keep in silence, safe. Developed a very specific expertise in the management of loving someone at close range, and how to stand inside the radius of your presence without the radius knowing what it does to me. And the expertise has made me almost comfortable with carrying the weight of what you'll never know I carry. There are evenings when the weight is something beautiful, and the evenings when it presses differently, and I carry it through both. I've learned the exact distance that allows me close enough, the specific warmth of sitting next to you on an ordinary evening, how to hold a conversation while the other one runs underneath it, the art of looking at you like the looking is the casual kind. And none of this is suffering, I want to be clear about that. The proximity has its own particular kind of sweetness. I get to be the person closest to what I love the most, quietly yours, and you'll never have to know. I watch you fall asleep mid-conversation sometimes, and the watching has a tenderness I've learned to hold, with both hands open carefully without spilling into the version of the room where you'd have to know. And the expertise has made me almost comfortable. There are evenings when the weight is beautiful. I carry it through both. The proximity has its particular kind of sweetness. I get to be the person closest to what I love the most, without the asking, without the risk of the refusal. Quietly yours, and you'll never have to know. You'll never have to know. Quietly is not sadly. I want to distinguish the two. Quietly is the choice I made with full awareness of the cost, and the cost arrives some evenings and I pay it, because what I get in return is every day with you. The is every day with you, 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 you. Proximity, the ordinary Tuesday, close to you. Conversation, the walking home, the seeing, the everything I get inside this version of the story. Quietly yours, and I have chosen this. Quietly yours. Proximity. Proximity. Proximity, the ordinary Tuesday, close to you. The conversation, the walking home, the seeing, the everything I get inside this version of the story. Quietly yours, and I have chosen this. Quietly yours. I've developed a very specific expertise in the management of loving someone at close range, and how to stand inside the radius of your presence without the radius knowing what it does to me. And the expertise has made me almost comfortable with carrying the weight of what you'll never know I carry. There are evenings when the weight is something beautiful, and evenings when it presses differently, and I carry it through both. I've learned the exact distance that allows me close enough, the specific warmth of sitting next to you on an ordinary evening, how to hold a conversation while the other one runs underneath it, the art of looking at you like the looking is the casual kind, and none of this is suffering. I want to be clear about that. The proximity has its own particular kind of sweetness. I get to be the person closest to what I love the most. Quietly yours, and you'll never have to know. I watch you fall asleep mid-conversation sometimes, and the watching has a tenderness I've learned to hold. There was a Tuesday when the sentence nearly happened, when the space between us had a different temperature, when you were quiet in a way that feels like invitation, and the invitation had my sentence sitting at the edge, and I breathed in and I breathed out and kept it, and you never knew the edge the sentence sat on. And Tuesday passed and became an ordinary Wednesday, and the sentence settled back inside its usual quiet. Almost said 100 versions of the sentence. Almost said when you laughed at the exact same second. Almost said when the silence stretched to be too long. Almost said when you looked at me without the distance. Almost said There was a Tuesday when the sentence nearly happened, when the space between us had a different temperature, when you were quiet in a way that feels like invitation, and the invitation had my sentence sitting at the edge. And I breathed in and I breathed out and kept it, and you never knew the edge the sentence sat on. And Tuesday passed and became an ordinary Wednesday, and the sentence settled back inside its usual quiet. Almost said 100 versions of the sentence. Almost said when you laughed at the exact same second. Almost said when the silence stretched to be too long. Almost said when you looked at me without the distance. Almost said and didn't. There was a Tuesday when the sentence nearly happened, when the space between us had a different temperature, when you were quiet in a way that feels like invitation, and the invitation had my sentence sitting at the edge. And I breathed in and I breathed out and kept it, and you never knew the edge the sentence sat on. There are evenings when the ordinary turns against me, when the thing I've kept inside decides it wants more room, when you reach for my attention in your casual, familiar way, and the casual, familiar costs something I don't name out loud. And I give you everything I'm able to inside the friendship, and save the rest for the silence of the walk home. And the walk home is where the calculation shows itself in the weight of words I didn't say to you. It shows up in the small adjustments made invisibly, and how I arrange my face before I turn to answer you, in the management of distance between gladness and the other thing, in every conversation where the undercurrent doesn't surface, and the undercurrent never surfaces. I've gotten very good at that. I've turned the keeping into something close to competence, and some days the competence feels like a kind of peace. What this cost, I've learned to call it love. I've learned to call it love. I've watched you tell me about the ones you find interesting, and I've been the friend who listens and responds correctly, and the correct response is one that hides the listening. And I've been giving correct responses for some time now, and I give you everything I'm able to inside the friendship, in the weight of words I didn't say to you, and how I arrange my face before I turn to answer you, in every conversation where the undercurrent doesn't surface. I've turned the keeping into something close to competence. What this cost, I've learned to call it love. The cost is real, I won't minimize the math, but the math includes the other side of the accounting. Every hour of proximity, every ordinary shared, and the ordinary shared outweighs the evenings on the walk home. Every small adjustment, every managed face, every undercurrent held below the surface of the talking, every walk home where the calculation showed itself. What this cost is less than losing you would cost. What this cost, I pay it. What this cost, pay it. What this cost, pay it. The cost is real. I won't minimize the math, but the math includes the other side of the accounting. Every hour of proximity, every ordinary shed, and the ordinary shed outweighs the ease. On the walk home, every small adjustment, every managed phase, every undercurrent held below the surface of the talking. Every walk home where the calculation showed itself. What this cost is less than losing you would cost. What this cost, I pay it. I pay it. Calculation and arrived at an answer. Not the easiest one, the one I can live inside, the one that keeps the thing I'm not willing to lose, the one that has you standing in my life. And beside you is where I've always been anyway. Long before the feeling changed the meaning of the word. And beside you is the version I am choosing. Because beside you is the version I can keep. Beside you, the place I'm choosing over saying. Beside you, where the friendship lives and breathes. Beside you, closer than the words would ever get me. Beside you, the version I can have and hold. Beside you, still. I know there is a version where I say it, where the sentence comes and lands in the right silence. And maybe that version has a beautiful conclusion, but maybe isn't worth the certain thing I have. And beside you is where I've always been anyway. Because beside you is the version I can keep. Beside you, the place I'm choosing over saying. Beside you, where the friendship lives and breathes. Beside you, closer than the words would ever get me. Beside you, This album held the noticing, and then the naming, the fear, the choosing, the beautiful and costly. And this last song is not a resolution or a healing. It's the acknowledgement of how this actually lives. Not with the telling, but with the carrying, continuing. With every Tuesday where I see you and say nothing, and every Tuesday where I find nothing worth the cost of keeping you exactly where you are. There is a life that runs beside the life you see from me, in a different register, below the ordinary frequencies. And that life holds everything this album has been saying, in the daily unremarkable of sitting next to someone, in the specific grace of having them not know, in the particular freedom of a love that asks for nothing in return, because the company itself is already the return. Unsaid, and I have made my peace with that. I've arrived at the conclusion that the album